Okay, in this game I play as Nocturne in the mid lane against, well, nobody by the looks of it. Don't know where he's gone. Meant to be playing Yasuo. Anyway, the runes I take for this game are Lethal Tempo, Coup de Grace, Alacrity, Triumph, Sudden Impact, and Ultimate Hunter. So the reason why I have started playing Nocturne in the mid lane and sometimes in the top lane as well is just to explore his limitations, explore his potential, see how he fits into different roles. Now, I don't think I would play him in the bottom lane, but I think that he could be a good fit for mid lane or top lane based on his wave clear and his roaming potential. So I'm just testing that out, and I don't really know how he goes up against different champions. For example, Yasuo, I don't know if it's going to be successful or not, so I'm using this game to check. Now, what I have seen is that Nocturne is very strong early on in the game, and I think probably knowing that Yasuo has taken fleet footwork, which I guess makes sense. Now, I know that my trade potential is not as good as it can be taking tier as a first item, but I find that it makes me so much more sustainable in lane, and I don't burn through my mana as crazily as I would if I didn't take tier. And as you just saw, I missed that cannon just because I don't know how strong he is early on in the game. I don't know how good he is against minions, and I think that this is going to be a good way to learn. Ooh, this could be a good trade for me. I think Yasuo thinks he can win, but with my fear, he can't. If that doesn't get him, I'll be pissed. Okay, nice. Quick early kill. All that does is help me out. I mean, anything I get before level 6 is a bonus. After level 6, I'll be roaming more. In general, I look to spend less time in lane and more time acting as a roaming mid laner, so effectively a ganking jungler, which I'm used to anyway. Yasuo tried to be aggressive earlier on, but now that he's already died and he took fleet as well, I'm guessing that he's not very confident in the early game, so he's probably not going to want to trade with me for a while, at least until he gets his ultimate. So for as long as I can, I'm just going to deny him farm, because that's the best that I can do to suppress him at this stage of the game. But I am level 6, so I am going to look for roaming opportunities when I can. Looks like Camille is pushing top lane quite a bit, so that could be something. Ooh, a bit too slow with that one. Okay, so it looks like Ka is in my jungle. Gonna see if I can go take him down. Wait, what? Oh man, that was lucky. Ooh, so close. I anticipated the route, so I hit my W, but it wasn't in good time, so it didn't actually work. But just about made it. I'm so thankful for Triumph, otherwise I wouldn't have lived, because I got some extra health from Ka after killing him, and then I got some extra health from killing Yasuo, so very, very lucky. And I'm glad that Zyra did come to help, so that was perfectly done. The Drake took down like half of my health, so that could have gone terribly, but that was a big stroke of luck. In general, I've noticed that the more popular ability to max out for Nocturne is E, second after Q, of course. So I thought that I would try it out. I've tried it in the jungle. like once, I think, when I was starting out, but I realized that the extra attack speed that you get from W is way better for wave clear than E is, so it doesn't really make sense to max E out in the jungle before W. And I've tried it in lane as well, and I really don't see a good benefit from maxing out E. And I'm going to go gank top lane if I can, and hopefully you'll see a benefit of attack speed over fear in at least a 1-to-1 battle. Okay, that was extremely quick and efficient. I think Camille was coming down to ward or something and then just ran into me, so that was fortunate. Oh, okay. It looks like Yasuo and Ka are both going down to bottom lane to gank, so I'm just going to clear this wave and then head down to bottom lane because I do have my ultimate. Okay, Lux is looking juicy. I think I can just go in and out. This is why I love Nocturne. His ultimate is so good. I didn't even have any backup. I didn't need to do anything. My gank was way more effective than Yasuo's or Ka's because they didn't get any kills, and we did. Okay, wave has been cleared, and it looks like my bottom lane aren't there, which means enemy bot lane are pushing in. So it should be a good gank since my ult is back up and both bottom laners are squishy. What a perfect gank. That couldn't have gone any better. So they placed a ward, thinking they have security, they'll see anybody coming, but they don't realize that I have an ultimate that can jump on them. And then Lux used her ultimate to try and get me while I was rooted, but my spell shield just blocked her ultimate completely and I didn't take any damage, which was even better, so I'm glad I timed that well. And now we just got Drake, me and Zyra, whilst Shaco is going for the Herald, so perfect team coordination. Anyway, I've bought Blade of the Ruined King as my first item because that goes really well with maxing out W second and having that attack speed. So with the attack speed on my W, I can have increased healing per second and also increased damage dealt per second, which goes really well together. So as mentioned earlier, W is way better than E, maxing out second in my opinion, just because you get to deal a lot more damage, you get a lot more attack speed, and it's way better for one-to-one trading, as well as being able to use your spell shield maybe more than once in an extended battle. So at the moment, I've got Lethal Tempo, I've got Blade of the Ruined King, and I'm maxing out W, so my auto attacks will be doing hyper damage and hyper healing me as well. So I should be able to win any trade. I know that Ka and Camille can do a lot of damage, so I have to be careful if I find both of them together, for instance, but in general, one-to-one trading is definitely a win for me. Ka's definitely too scared to approach me, even with Yasuo nearby, so this feels good. Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to let that turret go. They have a lot of potential to kill me and get to safety before dying under turrets, so there's no point in me staying and trying to defend that. Oh, that's unfortunate. I was looking to dive Yasuo because I thought I could have, but with Ka coming out of nowhere and taking all those turret hits, I was definitely gone. Ooh, another couple of free kills in the bottom lane. I could have killed Samira as well, but I know that I took Lux from him, so I thought I'd let him have Samira. Sharing is caring. Okay, so I hate being huddled up around a single turret as a whole team, so I just went and pushed top lane. Nice kill. Okay, so my team's doing well now, and we do have a significant lead over the opposing team, and I think the only person that's doing fairly well is Kha'Zix on their team. So roaming does really put your team ahead. Nice, cute little kill. So I took the item Stridebreaker second, and that slowed Lux down. So even though she had rooted me, she was so slowed to the point where I could just auto attack and kill her because she just couldn't create distance in time. So I really do like Stridebreaker. And while my team have been like dancing around mid lane, I just went to bottom lane and took a turret all for free because nobody even bothered to come up to me. Okay, well that didn't go well. So this is the reason why I typically buy Sterak's Gauge second, but in this case I went for Stridebreaker because I wasn't struggling that much. But you can see that if I get rooted once, then I can just take so much damage, because I can only spell shield one ability. So I take too much damage from getting rooted once, and Sterak's Gauge would allow me to survive through that damage. So that's why I'm going for that next. Nice, okay, so I can beat Camille on a one-on-one trade, and it's not like she's not fed. She's got about 6 kills and I had 8 before that. But you cannot beat that attack speed. No matter how much damage she can deal, the attack speed that Nocturne has, you will just always deal more damage per second. So the attack speed definitely put me ahead of that trade. Okay, so Drake is up, so once we take this, I'll just go down to get Drake. I think this is going to be the third Drake that I take, or help take at least. Oh, never walk alone in the jungle. Big mistake. So, I didn't mention, but this weird blue ward thing that I've got with Nocturne, it actually works really well with him because the range for the blue ward is pretty much similar to the range of his ultimate. So all I need is vision for at least a second of the enemy to be able to use my ultimate on them. Okay, well here I was talking about vision and I thought Lux was alone, jumped onto her, and then it turns out that her whole team was there behind the wall, so I got destroyed. Oh, they're all so low. They killed 3 of our team while I was in top lane, so they probably left thinking they won that battle, but didn't expect me to come down. The problem is my team keep pushing a lane on their own while the enemy are under turret, and then they end up losing for some reason. They just need to learn to push different lanes and it'll probably work out better. And it happened again. So they keep pushing and then Kha'Zix comes out of nowhere in the jungle and then kills all of them. And now he's getting super fed, which is not looking good. Oh, okay, they're looking low again, so I might be able to come and clean up, hopefully. Okay, it's way too risky chasing that, so I'm just not gonna go in. We do have Mountain Soul now though, so that is really good for us because their team have started to catch up quite a lot. So I think we were on 25 and they were on 10 or so kills, and now we're on 37 and they're on 27, so they are closing the gap slowly. Okay, well, I did die, but at least I got Kha'Zix, so I'll take that as a small victory. But they did take Baron, so we will have to, make sure that some of us stay alive, just so they don't push and take too many structures. The good thing is, every single lane has only at most 1 turret taken, which is not bad for us. Okay, very nice battle there. Our team did definitely win that, but Camille is still alive and Elder is up soon. So I think my team will be able to get Elder before any of them even spawn, which is good. And while they do that, I'm just going to try and take both mid and bottom lane inhibitors. Camille has tried and failed to fight me before, so I don't think she fights me here. Wow, I can't believe I killed Camille in the middle of 3 of them, ended up killing her, and still got away alive. How does that happen? Ah, they thought they had me, but I had my Guardian Angel ready, so I just revived and my team made it there in time and we ended up taking out 2 of them, so good for us. And that's the game.